Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Kuzil Farms. Yes, we're back here on the farms, and we have some work to do because there are some things that I want to get into in this mod pack that I'm really excited about, that I've never played with before, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they work. Today, we're going to try and set up most of that, the ways to collect the resources for that, but specifically our goals are to work with Woot today. And we're going to try and set up a wither skeleton mob farm, and hopefully some beheading enchants or upgrades with that. And then hopefully we can get the wither farm set up as well for every time that the wither skeleton farm produces wither heads, we can have a wither summoned and killed for us. And that way we can start collecting nether stars. That's the goal today, so stick around, enjoy the show. See you in a bit. Alright, so if I remember correctly, all we need is an ender shard. And go punch a wither skeleton with it, and then kill the wither skeleton, and then make a farm with that. So let's head upstairs to our teleporter, run over to the nether, and see if we can find ourselves a wither skeleton. Let's check on our reactor here, make sure that it's not staying on permanently for no reason. Alright. And let's transport over to the nether. Alright, here we go. I think, if I remember right, it's been a while since I've been to the nether on this map, so it's, if I remember right, we have a fortress pretty close to us. We'll find out here in a second. Oh, a little bit of lag. That's okay. We got it. Oh yeah, right next to us. Cool. So we should be able to grab a wither skeleton fairly quickly here. Yep, there's one. So let's grab out our bow. Take cover from these guys. We'll grab our premium bow here. And where did they all go? That way we can collect this in peace, rather than on fire. Oop, I missed. Okay. Let's come down here. We're gonna tag this guy. Ah, missed one. You annoying dude. There's so many. Alright. I want to punch you with it. Captured mob. Gonna kill that. And now I've got a wither skeleton fully programmed. Alright. Cool deal. Now we should be able to do that for the wither as well. And good, nothing glitched. I was wondering whether that was gonna happen or not. Alright, so now we can go apply this to a Woot tier, Woot, whatever they're called. I think it's going to be a tier 3. I don't remember what the different tiers are for wither skeletons, and I think it's the highest tier for the wither itself. So let's put some of this back. There we go. Oh, we got a skull out of that too. Sweet. Of course we did, because I have beheading on here. Good stuff. Okay, so the factory heart, I don't remember. I think it's this one that, if I put the, okay, shard must be in your hotbar. Man, how do I not remember how to use this? I'm sorry, I should have looked this up ahead of time. Alright, capturing mobs. Mobs captured via the ender shard. You need a full ender shard to generate a mob controller for that mob. So, factory controller. Okay, let's do that. Let's try a factory controller, which I can't make. Right. Oh, right. That makes sense. Okay, so let's get a factory base. We have one. And then this is the only thing that I can't automate because each of these are going to be different. Okay, and then a controller core. Let's make sure I'm not wearing my ring. Okay, controller core. Here we go. All right, hit start. And I'd like to see this process actually work because it's been a while. Is it working? Yes. Okay, cool. So that gets picked up in there, and then it gets put over there. Awesome. So that should pick it up. Great. Such a cool little system. I think it works really good. Okay, so controller core. And then we stick this on the anvil, right? I don't have a spare anvil. I should keep one around. Oh man. Do I even have the recipe for that? What an oversight. Okay, I need another one of these, please. Since I know how to make all of those things, let's just make a recipe for it. Why not? And then a hammer. Is it the yaw hammer? Yep. Okay, cool. So we'll just automate those crafting because I don't want to have to think about it, okay? That should pop in pretty soon, and then let's get the hammer. This is probably crafting a bunch of stuff over here. Yeah, over there. It's smashing it all down. No, it's not, because it's derped. It has derped. That's okay, we'll try again. That's kind of why I go back there and take a look at it, because it needed to drop out some soul sand, and it didn't. Okay, so let's try that again. Anvil. I mean, it probably did. It probably just got converted into something immediately. There it goes. And then that'll get put over here, right? Somewhere? Or does it get cooked up first? Yep. And then it'll get tossed out here. Oh, no. Probably not, because we're not actually looking for... we just want the pieces. Okay, so anvil, are you done? You are. Sweet. That worked. Put you down. We'll put our shard on top. We'll toss these two things out and then hit it with a hammer. Anvil must be sitting on a magma block. Oh. Ooh. Right. I forgot about that. Magma block. That's a weird mechanic. That's okay. I don't mind. Okay, so there we got our factory heart, and this should tell us tier 3. Okay, great. So now when we look in our book, and it tells us the different tiers. There we go, tiers. It's like it's gotta be somewhere. Okay, so tier 3 needs 2 tier 1 capstones. Oh, we haven't... There's different capstones. And then we haven't made blaze casing or an ender casing. Oh dear. Can we do this today? Alright, let's make 2 the tier 1 capstones. Because that shouldn't be too hard to make. And then what does a tier 2 capstone look like? I didn't even think about... We should have plenty of that. And we should have plenty of that. Okay, that's not too bad. That doesn't intimidate me at all. I don't even remember what the capstone... There it is. Tier 2 capstone. Okay, so that's going to take... I don't think that's too bad. We have a cap core, right? Yep. So here's our 2 capstones, so we'll take that. That's definitely on the list. Let's put you away. And so let's make the recipe for the tier 2, the second tier capstone. Where'd it go? Right here. That's gonna take some zombie heads. Do I have any zombie heads? I have a couple. Awesome. We need to put those beheading upgrades on because I think I have the stuff for them now. Decapitate upgrade. No. I still don't think I have a sharpness. Sharp. Book. Let's just do book. I have a sharpness 1. Thing is, I don't think it's going to be coming from... It's either bows or... There's a sharpness 4. Sharpness 3. And I think it needs to be like by itself. That's the tough part. Bummer. Okay, well, we're going to have to work on that. Because we're definitely going to need that for the Wither Skeleton farm. Okay, so let's do that. That's the tier 2. And then I'm kind of wondering if the tier 3 is going to be crazier than that. Let's see. Pattern. So this was tier 2 here. Tier 3 is a creeper head. Okay, and I need... How many of those do I have? 6. Okay, I think that should be enough to get this one built for today at least, and I just need to go around decapitating mobs, which I can do. It's nighttime right now, but how many do I need? Let's go back to the book. 4 tier 2. So let's do capstone, and I need 4 of these. Missing diamond shard. Did I not teach it how to make a diamond shard? Okay, we've got our shard maker over here though, yeah? Right here. And over here is going to be, ooh. I suppose I could put another one straight down if I needed to, or straight up. That's fine. I could do that. Okay. Let's do I guess just let's grab a diamond, a couple diamonds. We'll put one on there. That'll give us our diamond shard. Okay. And do we have one spot on here. And if I need to, I could make this a double chest. Okay, so that gave us 3. So processing, took off ore dictionary. I want specifically 1 diamond makes 3 shards. Okay, I'll run and put that over here into this. And then we'll take our controller and we're going to export from, oh man, I should have named these. Shard. And this is core. Just in case I need to do something with that later. This is the plate. And then this is the mesh, which I'm not going to be able to get to. That's okay. Alright, so I want to extract from here. Which one is the shard? Way down here. So we're going to extract a diamond from this. Okay, so now when I put a diamond in here, that should pop out. Okay, good deal. And then let's grab an item frame. And we'll stick that on the remaining spot on this thing here. And we'll put a diamond shard on there. There we go. So now, if I were to drop these on the ground somewhere, that would pick them up. Cool. And then they get imported. Okay, sweet. So now, when I come back here to the capstone, we'll do 2. And that should, actually 4 is what I want. Let's make sure this is not derped over here like it has. I wish there was a way to tell the thing not to hit if there's, because it's what it's doing is it's pumping the soul shard out, and then it's hitting it like the split second that you don't want it to, because it's putting out the soul sand. It should put out, yeah, there we go. That should work. Except it's, yeah, it's still hitting it and turning it. It's not recognizing that. I don't know how to fix that though. It's this one here. So we're gonna extract, looks like, let's do every 60 ticks, just slow it down a lot. You can keep processing that. Let's see if that helps. No, because that's not going to work either. Because then it's going to only ever produce the soul sand one. The soul dust. So we need this to be quicker, which is why I left it fast like that. I need to slow this down if possible. 50 ticks. 100 ticks. That might help. 100 ticks is how long? 5 seconds? Okay, let's try that again. Cancel it over here. Cancel. Cat. Oh, I got 1. Let's make 3 more. There we go. That worked. Okay, that worked. See, now the problem still is going to be if, like, this clicks the split second after I tell it to drop a soul sand on there. I guess the likelihood of that happening should go down. What are those doing over there? So this still isn't quite right. I should change all these to be much longer because they're derping more often than not right now, and that's not cool. It's costing me resources. Let's cancel that. Let's try this again. Cap. I just need 1 more. So that we're tweaking the system. I kind of figured we would need to. Well, that was kind of fast. Okay. I must have caught it at the right time. Okay, and then put you back here. And then we're going to need 5 of the tier 3 capstones. Let's see if I can do this. I cannot. So I'm missing the ender shard. So we are going to need to extend the chest. Grab a item frame. We'll grab another crafter. And some more cabling. What are you hung up on now? Oh, you're cooking stuff. So one of the reasons why I want to do this, I want to get the whatever it's called, not ender, the wither farm, is because I want to make this thing here. I want to make this furnace. It's insane and it's awesome. And you saw it in the couple episodes of Stone Block that I made. Alright, so is this crafter done yet? Okay, good. So first of all, let's install this. And this is gonna go right under here like this. And we'll put a little cable there to power it. Take this off and extend this out a little bit. Okay. Put our item frame back on there with this shard. And we'll put this item frame on when it's time with the ender shard, or the emerald shard. So let's grab some emeralds. Okay. And we'll put this out here to be crushed whenever. There we go. And then we'll put item frame with a shard on it. Cool. Okay. Actually, give me that back. I need to make the recipe first. Okay. Clear this out. And we're going to do that. Now we'll put the emerald shard back in here and do that. Okay. So now I need to also add emerald to this. So when I stick an emerald in here, it pops out over there. 5 seconds or less later, it gets hit. Then it gets sucked up by the hopper hawk. Awesome. Okay. Now let's try that again. Cap. And we want 5 of these. Everything is good to go. Let's go take a look. Watch the system. Make sure that this isn't derping. Perfect. Cool, cool. So that gave us enough time between anvil hits to do, you know, to do what we needed to do. So like all of them got on there, the hammer hit and turned it into what it needed to be turned into. So looks like this, I'm surprised that this isn't converting more than just one at a time. Maybe this can be a little quicker. Because we've never had issues over here, ever. It's only in the combination of items that when it becomes difficult. So let's see, this is the plate. Yeah, we're only exporting one thing, so that could be super fast. Every second if we wanted to, but it's fine at being at 2.5 seconds. Okay, so that should have made all of them. Looks like everything was, nothing's just hanging around. Cool. That's great. Alright, looks like our timing is good. So 14 bone. Bone. And this is going to have to craft some more stuff. How much iron ore do we have? Wow, that's a lot. Where did I get all that? How did I get all that? I'm not complaining. I'm just curious how that happened. That's okay. I must have I don't know. I have no idea how that happened. I have no memory of collecting that many. I would have had to have collected that many. And it looks like it's done already. That's great. I like that when it puts a pile of stuff down, it like when it hammers, it does all of them at the same time. That's pretty cool. And then 10 flesh casing. Okay. And then we need to teach it blaze casing and ender casing. So let's come out of here. Let's do blaze casing. All right, and then ender casing. And I should have a ton of both of that. Yeah, 970 blaze rods and 346 ender pearls. Cool. So let's look at casing. Did it make all of those? 10, it did. Okay. And then 35 blaze casing. That's a lot. But it's so nice that, man, it's so nice that we can just say, hey, craft that. Because See, I think there what happened was is it decided to... No, it's doing the right thing. It's just not converting. Yeah, see? We got some left over. And this time it's just the soul sand, which is weird. Oh, maybe we do need the soul sand for part of our recipe. So it dumped out more. I don't know. Just keep an eye on it. As long as it's getting picked up and converted, I mean, it's being used for something, right? Just as long as it doesn't despawn 5 minutes later. I'm sure it won't. I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, so then how's this doing? It's still, I feel like it dumped out more than it needed to. That's okay. I'm sure we'll use it for something. And then we need 60 of the ender casing, right? Is that what I read? Alright, ender casing. 60 of this puppy. Believe it or not, that only takes 5 iron ore. I like to watch this part. Oh, no, you get out of my inventory. I don't have the ring on. Why did it come flying at me like that? That was weird. Okay, I mean, it's working, so... And now it's just cooking up the Stygian iron, which is great. And that process is going to be just infinitely quicker with the other furnace. So, that's good. Yeah, as soon as these plates get cooked up, it should start crafting through this pretty quick. Oh, it does. Yeah, it does need the iron dust. 56 soulstone. So is what it's doing right now. And that part is slower because we just told it to be slower to kind of help the process out. And every time now that it hammers one out, it's going to make us a few of these. So it looks like we have all of it. And now we're just limited at the crafting speed of the crafter. We haven't put any speed upgrades in any of our crafters. So, yeah. Oh man, I'm excited. That was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So let's grab 60 of those out, and then let's grab the, what's it called? The intern and the projector? Nope. Let's just go into Woot. Should help find it. This thing here, layout. Excuse me. I just drank some coffee. Alright, now let's grab some dirt for a pillar. We're also going to need the, let's just type in factory. I think this gives us what we need. Exporter, importer, and how did you see that? It's actually using the iron, liquid iron. What am I trying to say here? This right here. It's using that as part of the recipe. I don't know if you caught that or not. And then we need the factory. It's not called factory then. Power cell. And now I'm going to wager this is going to need a higher tier. We'll see. We'll make the basic one because the advanced one here takes the basics to make. So if I need to make one, I'm not really that concerned about it. Okay. Those are already done processing. That's actually a faster crafting process than I expected. This, yeah. Let's make sure it didn't derp. It didn't. Should be done here pretty soon. Cool. I like that so much. I'm glad we figured that out. So glad. Because that made making this thing here so much easier. Okay, so now, how much? I think the tier 3 is. Oh, we can just use this as the layout for it. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that it's going to be 7 wide. So that means air block here. 1, 2, 3. So our middle's gonna be there, I think. That's what I think. Okay, that goes there, and then we set this on top. tier 3. Oh, it is bigger than that. Okay, so let's go over one more. And I put a torch down out here because I was sick and tired of, oh, it's up too high. Let's bring it down one too. Sick and tired of mobs shooting me while I was over here. Drive me crazy. Okay, there we go. That is impressive. Okay, so now I can put a piece of dirt here. No, I don't want 4. I want 3. I'll put my core down. Oh, my core goes up here. So what do I use the intern on? How is this block going to know the factory heart? How is that block going to know that I wanted tier 3? I don't remember. So let's make that factory heart. Or do I use the... I don't remember. We'll find out. We'll find out. I'm gonna have another sip of coffee while we wait for this. Yeah, you can tell I need to work with Woot more often. Especially this current version of Woot. I feel like this is a lot more... I wonder why he did it this way, where it has to be in these... Like, these are not... Oh, it derped. So inevitably that's going to happen, I guess. Can't get around it. I wonder if it matters, like if I change the order of how these are being pulled out, maybe? So I have soul sand in the middle. Do I... Oop. I didn't want to do that. Let's grab a soul sand. And let's grab iron ore. That's the one that I just clicked on. So let's do this. Change the order. And then let's take a look at the recipe for this. I think I want to change the order. I don't know if the order matters. Right, so put this in processing mode. And then let's get rid of this, and then we're going to put that over there and recreate it. So now soul sand is last on the list, so that makes... I'm gonna see if that matters, right? Hopefully it does, and it fixes it. Because if soul sand is the last one that goes out there, that's what I want. Okay, so now we got the factory heart. Let's go put it on and see if it is smart enough to know that we want a tier 3. Or is it just... It doesn't matter. I guess it's just going to put them all on there. And then if I have them in my inventory... Yeah, this is creating a tier 1. How do I make it so that it wants to... Once the factory structure and you can validate it by using the yaw hammer. Sneak right click in the air with the hammer to change modes. Ah, there we go. Okay, so now if I hit this with more of the yaw. Factory upgrade base. Didn't say anything about that in the list. No, it needs to list those, yo. Yeah, because we're going to need this upgrade base, and then we're going to need... I guess that's it. How many bases do you want? 4? Okay, we can do that. Upgrade base. So let's go see if this matters. If it never derps again, well, it didn't that time. But I'm not able to go out there fast enough to see the order in which it drops. That's okay. I suppose I could go do soul sand, grab 5 of these. Netherrack. And iron ore. And then we could go stick it in there and see if it matters. See, that's not really the issue though, right? So if I put it in like this, it'll put it out in the order that it goes into the chest. That's okay, that works, right? That's fine. So it does matter, I guess, the order in which it goes into the chest. That's cool. So maybe we've fixed it. Maybe we can speed this back up again. And it won't matter because... put this back on 2.5 seconds. There we go. Because we fixed it so where... Because before we had netherrack and then soul sand and then iron. Well, if it was dropping... If all of the netherrack was out and it started dropping soul sand... At any point while that clicker clicked on it with the hammer, and it had soul sand on there, but not iron ore, it would turn it into the soul dust or whatever. So now we've changed the order to where not only does the XNet system feed netherrack, iron, and then soul sand, but we changed the recipe to feed into the chest netherrack, iron, and soul sand in that order. So soul sand is last on there. So it doesn't matter how much netherrack and iron is sitting on the anvil. As soon as there's soul sand, it will turn it into our Stygian dust. So hopefully that fixed it, and it should never derp again. Hopefully. Okay, so we got our upgrades here. And let's go back out with our intern and see if this can go up. No, it's not making it. It's not making it the next tier. Validate tier. No. Okay, so I need to. Oh, there we go. Needed to shift right click in the air with the intern to make it a tier 3. That makes sense. Okay, now it should be placing all of these blocks everywhere. All of the blocks. Man, that's crazy looking. Okay. That's all placed. Now we need to put down under here. That's fine. So what is the order here? Exporter, importer, power. Exporter, importer, and this should make it, right? Uh-oh. Power cell found. Validating for expected controller. Oh, right. Gotta tell it what to make. Okay, that made it. Okay, now we're gonna be getting Wither skeleton. We have to have the decapitator. We have to. That's the only thing that matters. All of the rest of this can be destroyed. I don't care. We don't need any of this stuff. And it takes 280 RF per tick. This can handle that, I think. Right? Yeah. Is 1,000 RF per tick. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to find, or let's see, how much I might be able to make it if I get lucky. Let's grab all of this and all of this. And we've got books galore, right? I could just try and see if I can find a sharpness 1. I would actually like to have... Where's the decapitator? I always lose it. So here's decapitate 1 is sharpness 1. Decapitate 2 would be sharpness 2. And a tier 2 upgrade. And then decapitate 3 would be a upgrade. Okay. Not too bad. That's the XP. Here's the decapitate. Sharpness 3. Don't I have a sharpness 3? I could just go straight to the tier 3 upgrade. Book. Sharpness 4. That's not an option. Come on. And I don't know if it will use these books that are set. Like if I've got a sharpness 3 plus something else. Like here's sharpness 3 and unbreaking. Would it use that? Here's the sharpness 3 and a sweeping edge. So let's put this back and let's see if we can make... do I know how to make the upgrade cores? Probably not. Upgrade... No. Okay. So let's take this. And we're going to do prismarine shard. Okay. And I'll put all this back. There we go. Prismarine shard. A block of diamond and a Stygian plate. Wow. That's a good thing we're rich, right? Block of diamond. I don't necessarily want to make 2 of those. And a Stygian plate. So give me 2 of those. That should not be hard to make. Excuse me. Don't breathe your coffee. Just public service announcement there. Okay. So I want to, on the plate over here, right? Okay, so this is going to need to be put in here properly. No, it's not the plate. It's a upgrade core. So it's a core over here. So this shouldn't matter. Let's make sure. So that's the only thing that can be made for. What uses of this? Okay, that's the only thing. And then this can be used to make a bunch of things. So this has to come in last. So if I dump it out like this, that should make that. Okay. And then we can add that item frame. Over here. Actually, I'm gonna need that for the recipe. Okay. Yeah, the plate last. Then we're gonna do the same thing we did with this order of operations, although is this the plate? No, it's the core. Plate is over here. Okay, so we're gonna nope, I want the core. Derp. Alright, so we're gonna do I don't know the order of this really matters. It does, but don't know how to move all of this because I want the plate to be last. Alright, so I'm gonna need another diamond block. Alright. And let's stick... I'm going to take you out for a second. And we're going to put in you just like that. Okay, so now if I put in this, then this, then this, that should all go over there and make... And that gets sucked up. Perfect. Okay, cool. So now, if I grab one of these and... Not the XP. This one here. And then a factory base. Let's put all this away. I'm just curious whether this is going to work because it's not just sharpness. And I wonder if there's a machine that can separate these out. So let's do one of these. Put this down. No, I need to right click with that. Right click. Yeah, it's not recognizing it. Okay, so now is there a use? Let's grab the industrial foregoing. That's the first thing I think of when enchanting. Enchantment extractor. I don't know if this will extract just an enchanted item. It will remove one enchant from... So I wonder if I can stick this in my machine upstairs, and it will separate the enchants from it. So I'll get just the sharpness 3, and is it this one? Yes. Awesome. It did. Cool. That's a really cool machine. I like it a lot. Now I just gotta find that again. Okay, book, because I can't search by enchanting the enchantment. So it's gonna sharpness 3. Say something if you see it. I know that one already, but just the sharpness 3 by itself. There it is. The last one. Okay, so this should come on here. Like, why isn't this going on there? Is this not how it's made? Oh, it's just a crafting recipe. Okay. Clear that out. Let's do sharpness 3. Specifically sharpness 3. Awesome. Okay. I don't know why I thought that was going to be a deal, but let's put this back in there and let's make our what is it called? Decapitate. Cool. Now if I go to make another one, will it use... Yeah, it's missing the sharpness 3. So it does use specifically that one. Now, I'm curious whether I need more than one of these or if this is going to work. Or not. We will see. So factory, I think upgrade base, I think this goes on top of it like that, right? Yes! Oh man, and it drops all this other stuff too. Okay, let's get a lever and turn it on. Okay, and let's grab a chest and a lever. Oh, and power. Very important. Power cell. Do you have... I have a feeling some of these don't always have the card in it, so I always check when they're made like that. I don't know why they wouldn't, but... Alright, so let's stick you there, and we're going to put you there. And every so many seconds... Oh, look at all that power consumption. That's actually not too bad. So it's a 2% chance for skull. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to set up a an XNet system here to pull these out and dump everything, unless it's a wither skull or these two things. I might keep the sulfur, but the rest of this stuff can just go away because I don't need it. Oh, and the enchant issue again. So here's an unbreaking. But we did solve that mostly. I think actually we did. Because we have quite a lot of enchants, and nothing seems to be seems to be working. That's what I should say. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I am going to call this for the episode. Sorry, so much hype for the Wither. But we're gonna fight the Wither in the next one. I'm gonna punch his face with one of these Ender shards and kill him, and then we're going to make an Ender spawner, a Woot farm basically for the not the Ender, the Wither. I keep saying Ender, the Wither. We're gonna fight the Wither, and we're going to make a Woot farm for the Wither, so that way we can get the Nether stars and start making some really cool stuff. Alrighty guys, like I said, that was the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. It felt a little derpy, fumbling all over the crafting recipes and all that, but that's okay. I think we actually solved some really important issues, and I feel like whenever we do that, it's such a great deal. So we figured out how to make, first of all, how to make a tier 3 Woot farm. We got our decapitating upgrade attached to it so we can get wither skulls. Wither skeleton skulls, fairly easy, really passively. All it really is costing us is Yellorium, and that's amazing. If I could just take Yellorium and poof, turn it into a wither skeleton skull, hey, that's exactly what we just did. Kind of with the help of lots of other items, I suppose. Anyway, and then, we actually solved the derping issue. Hopefully we solved the derping issue in our creation of all of these items, because we're going to be using this system again for the Wither factory, which I think is a tier 5 or tier 4. I don't know, whatever the highest one is, that's what it's going to be. And it's pretty expensive, and it requires us to feed it soul sand and wither skeleton skulls. And so we're going to use XNet to make sure that the import chest is going to have a specific number of those things, so it's not always full. And when it has enough of those items, it will craft us a nether star, and rinse and repeat. So we should have quite a lot of those things. So anyway, you guys take care. This will be the end of the episode. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.